Good evening and salutations, all my friends. Hope you guys are keeping well. Guess what's landed on my doorstep today? It is the Avengers Endgame Nano Gauntlet. It's actually the Hulk version, as you can see. So it's not the smaller one, it's the life-size version of the original replica. It's made by Hot Toys. It's just literally landed today. I paid the customs and duties on this the other day. I don't want to pan to the side, it'll have my address on it, so I'll just keep it here now. But what I'm going to do is the unboxing of this today. I already have the original Thanos one, which I'll obviously do a direct comparison with this. Both of them are life size, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to basically put the video on hold for a second and kind of like just sort of do an unboxing of this. The only problem is I'm sort of on my own, so it's going to be a bit of a wobbly job if I try and unbox it at the same time as filming. So just bear with me a second, guys. I'm just sort of filming this as a sort of an indicator of size. So these guys here are half scales, Batman's. Prime one, probably my favorite with regards to these statues, but Hot Toys I do like. I think they're more sort of orientated towards the sort of lower end of the market, whereas the Sideshow Prime one half scale statues are sort of a bit more upmarket. But nonetheless, I digress. I'm gonna start the unboxing of this with me trusty tool. Let's just have a look at this. Right, let me get it out. That's my Leatherman. Wow, super sharp, I must say. Let's have a look. Right, once I get this cut open, I am gonna put it on the floor and subsequently take the contents out. But this generally gives you a perception of size. Apologies. It's quite large. It is full scale, as you can see, life size collectible, the Hulk version. So it's not the one that Iron Man wore before he clicked his fingers and did what he had to do, restore everything. So it's quite large. Please excuse the pan-ins and pan-outs. Apologies for that. It's the only way that I can do this without a second person, to be honest with you. Ideally what I need to be doing is have one person filming whilst I unbox, but what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to just sort of fade in and fade out these videos. And I've not opened this before, so I don't know how it's going to open. Yep, I'm going to have to probably pause it again. Well, it looks like there's a split here, so my guess is what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this guy out and then I'm going to put it on the floor here, and I'm guessing that it sort of like splits in half. So once it's sort of split in half, I can show you how it's actually packed in. So I'm just going to pause the video again. So this is it outside the box. I would have thought it comes double boxed, but it doesn't. The rest of the stuff that I bought did actually come double boxed, but this one does not. I don't think they feel that they need to double box it. So let's have a look. It looks like it's quite well packaged. Comes with a, I don't know what that is, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. Let me just get this cut. I might have to pan in and out again. I will show you what this is later on, but as of now, I'm just going to take it out, or try and take it out, and just put it to the side over there for a minute. Right, there's a USB on there. Oh yeah, so the Infinity Stones are actually on this, which is obviously these guys here, are backlit. The original one does flash and it sort of lights up permanently. So there's a few different modes on it. This one I'm not entirely sure, but once I got it set up I will show you. Right, well, there you go. Wow, beautiful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this guy out and I am going to put it side by side with the other one that I've got to give you a sense of scale. And to sort of give a direct comparison, I think the Thanos one is probably a few centimeters bigger, but we will see a direct like for like comparison. I might try and get both of them lit up, but on the face of it, it looks pretty neat. I mean, it comes fully assembled, so not like the other stuff that I've had in the past where I've had to assemble it. So let's have a look at this. Back again, guys, with a side-by-side view. Right. Where do I start? When you look at them like this, they look absolutely fantastic, as you can see. However, the difference between the two, I can't explain, miles apart. This guy is exceptionally heavy. Got some weight and some substance to it, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, I'm going to just sort of move back a bit so I can get both of them into the shot. Polystone, I believe this one is made out of. Plastic. I was thinking when this arrived, I could literally pick it up with sort of one hand. I mean, barring the size of the box, but very, very light. This guy, two-hand job, back-breaking, to be honest with you. Well, I won't go as far as saying back-breaking, but very, very heavy. And I know why. I don't know what's happened sort of interim. I mean, you can see like sort of just if I... Light, thin plastic. Look at this. I couldn't do that with this. If I tried to pick this up, I can't do it. It's just impossible for me to pick it up with one hand. That is the difference. This thing is just plasticky, light. I really, really do not like it. I'll be honest with you. First impressions. That's first impressions. I mean, it's come straight out of the box, straight onto the table, straight direct comparison to one another. And it's just pure plastic. It's just literally, I believe it's probably just injection molded plastic and sort of put together. This, on the other hand, is just thick, heavy stone, and it just feels really, really high quality. This you can take off as well. Obviously, the original Infinity Gauntlet, you could take it off. I mean, not that I do, but you could do a bit of role playing. You can put it on your arm and it lights up and it's just sort of independent. This thing, I don't think you can take it off. Nope, you can't. So that's another thing. Whereas this guy, you know, it comes off, as you can see, and it's got a sort of a grip inside where you can hold it in your hand, so it almost feels as though you're Thanos for the day. But this guy, what have Hot Toys done? What have Hot Toys done? Considerable price difference, I must admit. This one was approximately £900, I believe, Great Britain pounds. This one cost me £460, and I guess that should have been a sort of a dead giveaway for me when I was purchasing. Half the price, half the quality, needless to say. But generally, I mean, setting that sort of aside, if this was made from Polystone and it was heavy and it had that feel of quality, I'd be a lot happier about it. I mean, I've got it now. I mean, I got it imported from Sideshow Collectables. It cost me 400 and some pounds. I had some points which I used, so I got a bit of discount off it. Landed to me in the UK at a cost, I mean, I paid approximately £110 in customs and duty. So, you know, 600 quid, just shy of £600. I didn't have to pay any duties on that because that, for some reason, they used a different code for. So it was classed as a collector's item. Even though both are technically collector's items, but this guy here, it came with a different import code. So therefore, I didn't have to pay any duty on it and I didn't actually have to pay any taxes on it. So it was £900 straight landed, delivered. 450, 460 thereabouts, plus another 100 and, you know, whatever on top. So, I'm not sure about it. I'm going to basically pause the video for a second and I'm going to light them up if I can. I think I've only got one sort of output charger. So I'll probably have to do one at a time. I'll try and get both of them fired up at the same time if I can. But if I can't, it'll be sort of one at a time. But just generally looking at it, I mean, it does. I mean, the color seems like it's pretty much there. It's quite difficult. It looks a little bit darker than I would have expected it to. However, I'll just pan around the back for you guys. So this is sort of the back view of it. Give you a little bit of a close-up of it. because let's not forget that's what the video was about. I mean, the detail is there, but it's just plastic. I don't like it. Whereas on this guy, you know, it's less detail. It looks like it's sort of hand painted, hand finished. Whereas the other one, it just looks like it was just, you know, put together in sort of sections. Oh, very disappointed, guys. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, when they're like that, you can't really tell. You're not picking it up. You're not messing around with it. As a display piece, they look absolutely fantastic. There's no doubt about it. But when I'm sort of, you know, touchy-feelying it. Oh, yeah, well, there you go. Wow. Like, look. Oh. I rest my case, guys. What the hell has just happened? Right, so this is just... Oh. Right. I don't know what's happened there, to be honest with you. It's just come apart. Ooh, I don't want to break. Oh! Right. On, off. There we go. Right, batteries. I'm going to put some batteries in, get this thing fired up for you guys. Right, guys, yeah. I had to move locations ever so slightly. Had to do a bit of a makeshift job because each of them come with slightly different inputs. So I've managed to get them both lit up. As you can see, this is on permanently on. They do have a sort of a flicker mode. Let me just change it from the back. So as you can see, the kind of flickering away, and it's the same for this guy. So this panel here, if I just flip it this way, I think that's flick mode. Yeah, you can just see it's starting to flick away, sort of slightly on off, just adds a bit of sort of realism, a sort of a realism dynamic to it. Don't know whether I like it or not. I think it's okay. Pretty pointless really. It would have been nice if it was a bit more of a sort of a smooth in, gradual in and a gradual out. It is, but it's just seems like a little bit too quick. I'm just being nitpicky, to be honest with you. Both of them have slightly, ever so slightly different inputs. So this one has the standard telephone, not the USB-C, the standard telephone input. If you have a look, I'll try and focus in on it if I can. Great. Decided to not work on me. Yep, there you go. So that's the standard telephone, whereas the Thanos one, hence this sort of makeshift thing, has oddly full USB to full USB for some reason. Don't know why they've done that, but nonetheless they've done it. Maybe it's something to do with certain voltage and stuff. Now obviously, because this you can take away, it has a USB which goes from sort of inside the light down into the base. The base, I believe, has got some sort of transformer in it which sort of runs to any power outlet. But if you try and connect it directly from the hand to an outlet, it doesn't work. So I believe there is some sort of transformer in there. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. If you've got any questions, please feel free to ask me. Do I like it? This guy, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest with you. I really would have appreciated it if it was just, it's the material. I mean, from the looks perspective, I absolutely love it. I think, I mean, I might be impartial to sort of my opinion because I love sort of the Avengers. So, you know, I pretty much like everything that they do. But would I have really bought it again? Or if I could rewind time, or if I managed to see this somehow in an exhibition? Obviously, there were no exhibitions because of COVID. Would I have bought it? Straightforward answer, no. But would I have bought it because I've bought this one and I want both of them? Yeah. So, you know, I'm buying it for the wrong reasons is basically what I'm trying to get at. You know, I wouldn't sort of, if I was just going to in the market to buy this one alone, I would never have bought it. I'm only buying it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one on either side of my TV. I'll probably put a shot in there for you guys to have a look at side by side of my TV because I think it looked really nice. But apart from that, I mean, to sort of maintain the symmetry, I would do it. But otherwise, no, I wouldn't. The bases are miles apart. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I can literally look at that. Just, it's so light. It's plasticky light, and it's not like the thing. Whereas this guy, it is very, very heavy, like I sort of previously showed. You know, this is a sort of a, that's what we're dealing with, guys. That's what we're dealing with. So Hot Toys, very good at sort of reproductions. Don't get me wrong, quality is seriously questionable. But that's pretty much sort of the quality aspect of it addressed. With regards to functionality, you know, this cover does come off. You have the option to run it on power. I believe you would have an option to run it on battery if you want to, which I haven't tested, but I'm guessing that that's what this battery compartment is for. That's in the off position in the middle. To the left, solid on. What I will do is finish up by showing some close-up shots of it, probably in some slightly better lighting if I can, and I will probably finish up on that. But like I said, feel free to ask me any questions you want. The slight differences in sort of the faceplate, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War. Yeah, that's about it, guys. That's about it. I don't really have anything more to say with regards to it. Hot Toys. Yeah, I'm not convinced, guys. I'm not convinced, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to stick to my Prime 1 studios. I mean, Prime 1, you're talking these guys here. Worlds apart. Absolutely worlds apart. You know, that's the Nightmare Batman. Very small scene, but a beautiful scene in the movie. You know, I didn't like the movie at first. I watched it a couple of times and started liking it. Batman vs Superman, Armored Batman. Again, you know, I don't want to go too much into sort of these statues. I've got a couple of videos on these. Not any in-depth reviews, just some quick ones. You're more than welcome to have a look at them. I will put the links in the description. I wanted to sort of focus more on these guys today, but yeah, happy that it's come. By the way, I ordered this just for reference, what was it, about a year and a half ago. So it's taken a year and a half for it to come, which I think is a considerably long time, but obviously everybody blames COVID for everything, so I'm guessing that's what they're blaming for the late sort of arrival of this. But yeah, the lights you can't really see on the video, but in real life they really are quite bright, I must admit. So yeah, any questions, guys, let me know. Any comments, let me know. What I could have done better, what I could have done worse. I mean, I'm doing everything sort of on an ad hoc basis, to be honest with you. I haven't got any professional equipment and stuff, and I definitely need a right hand man, because especially if I want to start doing sort of hands-on reviews like this. But I don't know if I can find my missus to volunteer. She'll probably tell me to do one, but nonetheless, have a nice day, guys, and stay safe. Thank you very much. I'm going to finish up by doing some close-ups of this guy. Thank you very much. Bye.